Hi guys, this is Seth from the Doll Planet. I am going to show you guys how to blend two colors of doll hair together today. I'm going to use Whimsy and TARDIS. This would be two really cool colors to show the effect that it creates when you blend it. You're going to need the two colors of hair, plus you'll need a blending comb. You'll want to have a dryer sheet, just like one of your fabric softener sheets that you'd use to dry your clothes. And you'll probably want some scissors for trimming at the very end. And that's pretty much about all you're going to need to do the blend. I'm going to create a blend for a Monster High size head. Monster High, Ever After High, they both require about 2 ounces. So I have a 1 ounce hank here. Just move everything off. You're going to want a flat surface. I prefer to use a box. The box has corrugated lines in it, which makes it nice for blending the hair and for the movement of the comb. So we'll go ahead and lay that one down. Pull out the next hank, which is Whimsy. If you get a little bit of static, just it's that friction coming out of the bag sometimes if I pull it too fast. So just use the dryer sheet for that. So I go ahead and I lay the two colors together. I want the ends, if there's any shifting at all, I want to try to fix that real quick so I can get the fibers lined up just like that so that they're straight. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the whole thing right from the center. Now, one of the most important things is to keep it from shifting, because the ends, you want minimal shifting so you don't lose too much hair. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab it with my hand, and I'm not trying to flip you off, just clench onto it just like that, so that I can hold the hair. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your blending comb, and I'm going to go through each side of the hair. You might be able to see, but it's starting to get a little staticky. It happens with the friction. So that's what you're going to need the dryer sheet for. So just run the dryer sheet through. Now you're going to work it back and forth. You're going to do the same thing. Just grab it around and clench it between your finger and your knuckles. Get a nice firm grip on it. And I usually do about 4 to 5 strokes through at different angles, and then I flip sides. Now this process takes about 8 to 10 minutes. It might take a little longer if you're new to this. So you're just going to work through back and forth, doing the same, getting a nice grip at the end. I go top, bottom. I try to get it from all 4 sides. And then when you start seeing it all staticky, I go ahead and I just use a dryer sheet. So same thing, top, bottom, flip it over to the sides, making it the top and bottom again. That way I'm getting different angles. I get as close to the end as I can. I mean, I can yank on that without losing grip. because I don't want it to shift. And you can see it's starting to blend together at this point. And I just keep going back and forth, do 4 or 5 strokes. So the box I'm using is actually a toner doll box. It works really awesome. It's actually what I use for cutting the hair to length as well. Just go through one more time before I switch sides. The blend's really starting to come together now. I'm starting to see the fibers integrate. If you're blending and you don't feel like it's doing anything, it just takes time. So just be a little bit patient. Let the comb go through it nice and smooth. Every time that static builds up, just use a softener sheet. And I've tried several different softener sheets. It doesn't really make a difference. I use unscented ones because some of our customers have allergies, and so I want to make sure that our hair stays allergy free as possible. But for you, if you've got fabric softener sheets like Downy that have odors, that's totally fine, or scents, that's totally fine. It's really your preference, but the hair will absorb a little bit of whatever your dryer sheet scent is, so keep that in mind. Now, if you're in a moist climate, you'll probably have a lot less static. When we were living in Snowflake, it was raining there all the time, and I hardly had to use the dryer sheets at all. But being down here in Avondale in the Phoenix, Arizona Valley, it is dry, dry, dry. And so fabric sheets are critical. You can see at this point the blend is almost done. It's really coming together. It's got this really cool gradient effect. Now, the fun thing about doing your own blends is you might be blending it together and you like some wide streaks, and you can choose to stop at any point and use those streaks to add some extra effect on your reroot. And I'll take a close-up picture and add it at the end of the video so you can see a nice high quality resolution of how it looks. Careful holding it like this. I have a really strong grip. but I can, if you feel comfortable, if your grip isn't quite as strong, go ahead and just use the knuckle grip method like that. And then I just go through and make sure that the hair at the very end, just use some nice light strokes. Make sure that I like the way that it flows and I'm happy with the blend. So when you're done, there's going to be a little bit of shifting. So if you haven't held it as well, there'll be a lot of shifting. And so what I do, you can either leave it just like that for your reroot, but when I'm packaging it, I go ahead and trim the edges just a little bit, which is what I use the scissors for, just to get a nice straight edge. Now when I bag the hair, although I say that it's 18 inches, it's actually about 19. And so you've got just a little bit of extra, because I always go just a little over on the weight and a little over on the length. So there is your really cool blend. So I'll go ahead and take a picture and upload it or add it to the end of the video, and then you can see how the full blend looks close up. Thanks, and have a great day, and thanks for watching.